Good afternoon, everyone. This is Frank World TV. We're going to bring you about what transpired today at the Federal High Court in Abuja, where Nnamdi Kanu is being tried. We'll show you what happened, what the Nnamdi Kanu's chief lawyer, Mike Ozokeme, said that happened in court. And then we will bring you some pictures of what happened there. Thank you. Enjoy the video. Don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page and subscribe on our YouTube page. Thank you.
Each time the day before you don't know. You saw the two done. Each of them is as fat as a tomato or a good piece that they don't know. I, speaking honestly as a teacher, I not even looked at the amended charge, not to talk about documents they attach, which are bundles. The client, the defendant, Nnamdi Kanu, does not even know what they are coming with. But guess what? He said there was a 7-count charge that the judge left. On their own volition, they removed one again and brought only 6 counts, no longer 7 counts. So we beat them back again with bare knuckles. We brought only 6 today. Then I told the court, the way to go about it is that if they want this count, they need to be taken. I mean, they really have to be taken. So this is a totally new charge. They changed many of the wordings, many of the sentences. And as quickly observed by my learned friend here, because I have not even seen them. Justice is not a one-way traffic for the prosecution alone. The Supreme Court, through Justice Okuta, said it is not even a two-way traffic for the prosecution and the defendant. We say justice is a 3-way traffic. Justice for the prosecution or plaintiff, justice for the accused or defendant, and justice for the general public, members of the public, the society, which is watching, as all of you were in the court watching. Can justice be said to have been done in this case? If so, is it manifestly seen to have been done? That is the question you'll be asking yourself. But what they have always done in the name of trying to prosecute defendants is to try to overreach us, try to ambush us, and today we resisted that ambush, and again the court sold us. I said, you can't do this. You continue to say, under the AJA, ACJA, the prosecution can always amend his count as many times as possible, even on the day of judgment. AJA, for God's sake, is an inferior law subject to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is a mere act of parliament. The Constitution is the ground norm, the front origo. The hierarchy of law, it is the master law. That is why I regard the Constitution as the Oba, the AC, and the Emir of our laws. Other laws like AJA are inferior laws made by National Assembly. They are like ballet or district heads. So what happens when there's a conflict between these laws like AJA and the Constitution? The Constitution tells us, Section 1, Subsection 1, say this Constitution is supreme. Supreme. And then it goes on in Section 1, Subsection 3 to say, if any other law is inconsistent with the provisions of the Constitution, that other law will be void to get text of inconsistency. So each time they mount this AJA, who the judge from the bench to be observed has many contradictory provisions. Even the AJA, if you look at it, almost forgot the Federal High Court. They now first started saying FCT High Court before they remember Federal High Court. It should be Federal High Court before FCT High Court or any other court. Now, that any provision in AJA must bow to Section 36 1999 Constitution, which gives fair hearing to an accused person. And what is fair hearing? The Supreme Court tells us that fair hearing includes fair trial. And that the two doctrines, the twin pillars of natural justice must be observed. One is nemo juris, tells us one. No one must be the judge in his own cause. The other one is odi alteram partem. You must hear the other side, which is why God gave Adam and Eve the fair hearing in the Garden of Eden, even after seeing the sins they were committing, even the sign of their present and protect. Now, what do we see? Nnamdi Kanu is being denied of basic facilities that allow for a fair trial. We lawyers cannot liaise with him and have interaction, pre-trial conferences. That was why the judge called the director of legal services to the judge. I said, give them a conducive place and environment for them to have a pre-trial conference. The small room where they allow us to come into with our shoes be removed, this barrel be removed, everything up to your pocket, up to this my handkerchief removed, everything removed. You don't allow me to take in a paper. You finally bring Nnamdi Kanu for us to discuss. What are we going to discuss? Without a single paper, without allowing us to talk to him, without showing the chart. Not only that, the rooms are fully blocked, and they shut themselves in the foot. Because in the amended chart proposed, which I forced them to withdraw. Oh, by the way, they were forced to withdraw that amended chart. So it became as dead as the road, dead on arrival. In that amended chart, you will see some of the proof of evidence, some of the documents, where they put pictures of lawyers who went to consult with Nnamdi Kanu. So nothing is secret. There can be no fair trial when you are listening to the discussion between a lawyer and his client, despite of the relationship, which is very much a close good faith. Banker, customer, clergy, congregation, accountant, client, doctor, patient, lawyer, client. It must be, the relationship is sacrosanct. Must be observed. That is one. Two, we are talking about try. Nnamdi Kanu undergoes solitary isolation. He's brought out once a week to walk around and receive sun. Whereas medically he must receive sun, vitamin D, every day. He cannot greet his fellow detainees, because when they greet him, those detainees are taken to special cells for them to exchange greetings with Nnamdi Kanu. So he is a solitary, sad figure. Don't you know you can be solitary even inside the market? So he's kept in a small cell. He cannot talk, cannot see people. He's not allowed to practice his Jewish religion. He's not allowed to wear the Jewish clothes. He's not given the Jewish mark to pray upon. And you are talking about a fair trial. The food that you used to give to him, you are not giving him the right quantity. You are not giving that proteinous or nutritious food. Sick. He has begged and begged. We all have begged and begged to allow his own doctor to give him a second opinion of his own. You are not allowing him. You are complaining about too much potassium in his system. You are not allowing another medical doctor. His father-in-law will come out. You are not allowing him. I, the leader of the team, the lead counsel, and you want to see him, you will disallow me on more than 3 occasions. I've only been allowed to see Nnamdi Kanu in detention only 2 times. Me, at times I will now call the director of legal services, call all of them to help out. What manner of trial? So we have brought it to the attention of the court. So the application therefore today is at the root of the entire trial. When we succeed in it by God's grace, we will see that this trial is dead, dead, and dead. And by the way, even the 7-count charge, after we forced them to withdraw these people's amended 6-count charge, even the 7-count charge that now remain, we have again appealed against it to the Court of Appeal. And they are going to see, as we saw, FRM versus Saraki and Saraki versus FRM, where some counts where the Saraki have been discharged and acquitted by the Court of Conduct Tribunal, and they appealed. And then the Court of Appeal discharging on some and retained some for that appeal to the Supreme Court, which pushed all the counts. The 6 counts or 7 counts remaining now cannot even remain because each of them is symbiotically and empirically.
Hello guys, can we listen to Special Counsel to Nnamdi Kanu on what transpired today in court? Listen to him. Thank you.
My name is Aloy Ejimako. I'm the Special Counsel to the indigenous people of Biafra and Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader right here. I just alighted from the halls of the Federal High Court Abuja, court number 2, presided over by Justice, Honorable Justice Binka Moikaranya. And the issue before the court today was supposed to be bail application. But when we came into court today, the government sprang a surprise with an amended charge yet again for the 7th time. This time, though, they were not amending upwards, they were amending downwards. So on their own motion, on the motion of the government, they have now removed 1 charge out of the 7 that were left. From the last time the judge struck out 8. So instead of facing 7-count charges now, the government wants Nnamdi Kanu to face 6. But you see, the manner of springing this amendment by surprise in the wee hours of the night and not having sufficient days before today for serving these charges was something else that created a storm of issues in court. So what happened at the end of the day, to cut a long story short, is that the amendment was kept in abeyance and the court is going to proceed with what it had before, which was the 7 charges. Because if the amendments were accepted today, then there would have been necessity, a procedural necessity for taking a new plea, and that everything would have started de novo, started anew, and there was nobody would accept that as not being manifest injustice. So the court put aside that amendment and decided to proceed with this case, and also with the interlocutory application, the bail application. The court denied the bail application, but it didn't deny the bail application absolutely. The court, in its wisdom, says it wants to hear the full story of Nnamdi Kanu to skip his trial back in 2017. And until the court has had that full story, it will now consider him for reinstatement of bail upon bail. So that is long and short of what happened today, and the matter stays continued or adjourned to 26th May, and that date is sacrosanct. So we are coming back to court on 26th May. Thank you.
Okay, so you heard that they added the lawyers as part of their conferences to...
No, they didn't. I saw some newspaper reports and whisperings. What they were saying as proof of evidence, or part of the attachments to the amended charges, that some of the lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu were in communication with him after September 2017 when he disappeared. That some of the lawyers were in communication with him when his whereabouts were unknown. That's all. But I saw some sensationalism to it, that they have been charged as accomplices. No, that's not true.
So what do you think will happen by 26?
Well, 26 will be the day the new bail application, or the reinvigorated, the strengthened bail application shall be moved. With this explanation the judge is asking for, which is to explain why Nnamdi Kanu did not make his trial in 2017. And this is where the judgment of Umuahia State High Court will come in. And again, today, the lead counsel, he raised the issue of a certain continental ruling that I, Aloy Ejimako, had obtained in 2018 on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu and the indigenous people of Biafra. I can't go into the details of the ruling because the continental rules require me to keep the ruling confidential, but it could be disclosed in the judicial proceedings, and that was done today as part of the explanation package of what happened or transpired in 2017 that compared Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to Mrs. Trial.
So you are certain that very soon Nnamdi Kanu will be out of the whole court process?
Yes, I'm very optimistic. Nnamdi Kanu is eminently qualified for reinstatement of his bail non-proton, meaning relating back, because the events of September 2017 could have compared anybody not only to jump bail, but to jump moon, jump sun, jump everything, jump people. Because a moving force, military force, was coming towards him, and he had to move. He had to keep himself away from it because he didn't have a equal force to repel that force. So he did what the human instinct dictates that he does. He took a flight from a risk.
Merely looking at him today, what will you say about his ex status and others? I said, we are looking at him today. What will you say of his ex status?
His ex status.
His status?
As
health.
Looking at him today.
The health status cannot resolve this. His health conditions cannot resolve on their own. Of course, he has a pre-existing heart condition. He has, issues with potassium levels in his body, and he has he's hypertensive. So we're asking, people may have all these things, but you see, the condition of detention, the solitary confinement, and the lack of adequate medical care will have a tendency of making these things worse. So what we're asking for is an independent medical examination and some kind of access to better medical care. He is awaiting trial. He has no business being in law enforcement custody. If you are awaiting trial in Nigeria, you are sent to prison, correctional center, where there are better facilities for your welfare. But this one is an aberration. They are keeping him in law enforcement custody, and that's not normal. And we are still fighting that.
Thank you very much.
Today, can you tell us, for some of us that are unable to see him, that the mode of the clothes he put on
same
today?
Same Gucci? Was it Gucci or
yes.
Fendi, the same Fendi. So the change of clothes is still an issue. It's still an issue, outstanding issue. Which of course arises from disobedience of the order of the court. There's a court order that he be allowed change of clothing, but the law enforcement agency is not obeying it up to this morning. That's a travesty of justice.
Thank you so much for your time.
So
you are on live to GTV Africa, and now you've heard from. Thank you.
My viewers, we'll have a clip. Some of the supporters of Nnamdi Kanu have a clash with the Nigerian security agencies. Can we listen to them and see what happened? Thank you.
So we obeyed them and then, step back and stay there. Only for them eventually to come and started attacking us with tear gas. They tear gassed the whole women there and started pushing us. Use their, what do they call it, stone and whatever they carry to hit my leg here. Look at it. You understand? That we fell down. You understand? They pushed me down. They pushed me down. We started running away from them. Why? Because we cannot stay there and start smoking the tear gas. The women cannot contend that. Some of them are asthmatic. Some with arthritis. And they saw us where we are not disturbing them and started pushing us. So please, all over the world, I'm begging you. Without Biafra, you are nothing. We must leave this country. It's not a nation. Any idiot who is an impediment unto the restoration of Biafra must die.
Yes.
Good news. Because we must be free.
Yes, of course. Good news.
You must come and emancipate yourself from mental slavery. And none but yourselves can free your minds. We should not obey them. We're not the only people. Even the former USSR, they disintegrated, didn't they? And even got up to 15 countries. You understand? We want to be on our own. Since we are not appreciated, they should not be pushing us up and down. You understand? Suppressing us, depressing us, and then humiliating us. It's not fair. Allow us to go. You don't want us. Let us leave you and go. Be in your country, Nigeria. We are not pushing you people not to stay in your own. If we get our own, some of your people, they can come with their passport and stay. And our people, they can go there and stay, no problem. Look at the humiliation today. They are pushing us up and down, the women. And then the international world, you people are there looking as if you don't know what you're doing, especially the Britain. Why are you people behaving like that? And you are talking of the Scottish, the West, and the Anglo-Saxon to go. The Brie exist. Then why can't you allow these people to go, Nigeria? It is Chukwu Kikabiama that created Biafra, and not Lord Lugard that created Nigeria. No. Allow us to go. We don't want to stay.
Exactly.
In the name of Chukwu Kikabiama.
Thank you very much. I want to encourage each person standing here to be courageous. This has not been the first time this kind of thing will be experienced by a people. But one thing is that whenever God is involved, being Chukwu Kikabiama is involved in a person or people's matter, there is always victory. Nigeria is working.
Yes.
Even though, as they have said, they will not give Nnamdi Kanu bail. Even at that, I still have to tell you, be courageous. In no long time, heaven will shake. Believe you me, there are times people will shake heaven and cause heaven to do something. Nigeria, they have really committed heavy atrocity to a point. Chukwu Okike is no longer happy about it. Be courageous and watch what God is about to do. May God bless you. As you go back to your destinations, I want to tell you that Chukwu Okike will take you back safely. The battle is on. Nobody is running from Nigeria.
May Nigeria never happen to any of us.
Thank you very much.
We are running. They are shooting tear gas at us. Yes, everybody's on.
They should give us water. They should not get tear gas.
They are shooting tear gas on us.
Because you have a miscarriage. God forbid. The policeman is shooting tear gas on me.
Can you see that? She's not washing her face because of the tear gas. Everybody is running.
Just because they
must release our son, whether they like it or not, because he did not do anything.
Of course.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here. We are touched by the stories we are hearing now. We are sure that we are going to take it up. So we are going to take it up after now. However, we had a wonderful proceedings in court today. So we had a wonderful proceedings today. You can see that the audience was very happy. Everybody was delighted in court, including the lawyer that led us to this proceedings. The bail application was not denied. They say it was refused, but the court said he wants to inquire into the circumstance that led to disappearance. And I want you to appreciate the fact that we have filed this application since 2019, stating the files of what led to what happened in Onyendu's house on 14th of September
2017. So we filed this application since 2019, and this application has been defined. So today, it occurred to the court that I need to inquire, also to know what actually transpired led to his disappearance. And as God may have it, Onyendu, we have an affidavit of Onyendu, which is sworn in the state of Israel. So that affidavit was also adopted today, because this is an evidence of eyewitness. He was the person directly involved, and he gave evidence as to what, in that affidavit, what transpired, how he managed to escape by witchcraft, how over 28 persons were killed by the bedding and just security personnel, and also how the house was vandalized. So these are what's before the court. And it's important, that application is very fundamental in the sense that if it succeeds, apart from the fact that will lead to Onyendu's freedom, it will go to the root of the trial before the court. It may ultimately end the trial. Because if you are going to lie, which has been submitted before the court on section 15 of the Extradition Act of 2004, law of section 204, and they affirmatively found in favor that circumstance that led to disappearance is unjustifiable, having also ruled on this similar circumstance by the High Court, which they call the police to take cognizance of, then that will bring the trial to an end. So it's coming up tomorrow. Thankfully, it's coming on this Thursday next week for ruling on that application. But the court insisted that this application is very fundamental and it has to rule upon it. And more so when the court so much asks for that application to be filed, but unknown to the court that the application is before the court already. So the application will be heard has been heard and will be ruled upon on 26th of May, being next week Thursday. So I'm still appealing for calm. I'm believing that we shall ultimately end it.
Thank you, everyone. You have seen how the proceeding went. We are urging you to join us on the 26th of May when the case will be called up again at the Federal High Court Abuja. Thank you. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Frankie World TV, and subscribe on our YouTube page, Frankie World TV. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Thank you.